And 3, 2, 1. All right. What's up, guys? I've got 2 movie reviews for you. 2 slasher films, actually, that I think people would definitely check out. It would probably refine its audience again. Because when they came out, they were pretty cool. One of them actually spawned a sequel. And yeah, I think they would definitely be relevant today, and people would enjoy it. It's hard being original when it's a slasher film, horror in general. Um, so from I guess by the time Scream came out to I don't know, 2014, 2015 maybe, slasher movies were kind of falling off. And just horror in general, it had its rise with the Saw films and Hostel, the remakes of Hills Have Eye and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. It was up and down. Anyone trying to be original really had to find its audience and try to reinvent the genre again. It was hard. It was hard. Now it kind of took a nosedive a little bit, so TV kind of took its place a little bit. So like I said, I'm seeing a lot of impressive TV shows, whether it be action or horror, whatever. I feel like they have more freedom, can tell a grander story. Love movies still, but I just see the tide turning, and it's pretty interesting, actually. Anyway, the films. So there's 2 of them. One's French, one's American. I'll talk about the American one, I guess, first. This one spawned a sequel, actually. It's called Laid to Rest, and it was pretty cool. Was the standout was the box cover. It had this chrome skull figure, and he was the villain in it, I guess. And the story, pretty awesome, actually. This woman wakes up in a casket, and she has amnesia. She's a head wound. Has no idea how she got there, and it's an abandoned. I'm gonna say a village, but it's a town, in the sticks somewhere. She's trying to get help, and she comes across a few people. But the kicker is, there's this actually very well dressed killer on the loose. The dude has a camera, it's this shoulder, whatever. He has a camera here, and he's got these tricked out knives. This guy came prepared to kill people with a briefcase and everything. He's got a knife that looks like that saucer blade that the Predator throws. Looks like that. He's got this really big jungle knife with a brass knuckle. I don't know. This guy's got a lot of killing utensils, and he's awesome. Menacing, doesn't say a word, and he's got a chrome skull. I don't even see the straps. They just have it glued to his face. Movie's loaded with gore, really violent kills. It checked a lot of boxes. It's awesome. I had a great time. It had a sequel, which kind of deep dived into this, underground society of where Chrome Skull came from, or I guess the people he works for, the people that work for him. It's a whole bigger picture. If I said it anymore, it would definitely ruin it. The movie's been out. It came out 2009. And I'm definitely, I'm almost certain you could watch it anywhere, probably. That and its sequel. And I definitely recommend it. I can't stress that enough. If you like horror movies, if you like slasher movies that kind of try to be original, this is your movie. It's great. It's got a few familiar faces in there. Not much, but like I said, the story. I don't know. Like I said, I got hooked right away. I believe all the horror magazines kind of hyped it up, like Fangoria, and just listen to interviews. The director, Robert Greenhall, I believe he directed it's his baby, so he directed the sequel, and whatnot. But yeah, cool idea. Menacing villain. He's up there with Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Michael Myers. But it's not your typical stalk and slash, no. And there's a deeper thing going on. And like I said, the lady, the victim, has amnesia throughout this film. But as the story opens up, you definitely get to see why this happened and who she is. And like I said, it's pretty entertaining. I definitely recommend it. Laid to Rest and Laid to Rest 2. So, yeah, check them out. Now, the other film I have it pulled up over here in case I forget some minor detail, because I have like ADD when it comes to that stuff. Excuse me. Uh, a French movie. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting serious. I think this might have came out I feel like it debuted in the theaters too. It's a French film, but I feel like it showed in American theaters because I feel like I seen it in the theater. I could be wrong. I don't know. Well, anyway, this director, Alexandre Aja, it's AJA. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his last name, but yeah, just for keeping the conversation going. He did the remake of Hills Have Eyes. He's a great, talented director who would go on to do other great films. But this one, I guess it was like the first one being exposed to like American audiences. I'm not sure if he did anything before this, but High Tension, great, great film. Yeah, I can't say enough about this film. Came out in 2003, and I don't know what the heck was going on. So, High Tension. What's the story, right? So it's these two French women, right? They're like besties or whatever, and they're in the French countryside, and the one's parents' house is like in the middle of nowhere. It's like a farm, pretty much, and so they stay there, shoot the breeze a little bit, and I guess like plan the rest of their week. Well, in the distance, we see some creeper, some like backwoods killer. It looks like actually. Who's doing a lot of messed up stuff, by the way. We get introduced to him by doing some really wrong stuff to the head of a mannequin. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, the movie just kicks into overdrive, and it's another one that's impressively gory. Right off the bat, this guy just breaks in, murders this family, and terrorizes the daughter of this family. Now the other one hears what's going on. She does her best to cover her tracks, because the guy looks for her, and he can't find her. But I think he's like fully aware, and then becomes like a cat and mouse game. She wants to get her friend back, the survivor girl, but this guy's always like one step ahead, and he's vicious. He's brutal. Some shots we don't get. It's a lot of like behind the scene. Behind him and stuff, and we don't get like a good look at him that much. He's got like a trucker cap, but the guy, I mean, he wields like power tools as weapons. He, like I said, another one who's up there with Leatherface, Michael Myers, Pinhead, all of them. But yeah, this is a great stalk and slash film. The visuals are awesome. Yeah, it's another touch. It's the French countryside, so it's not like a camp per se. It's pretty big. It feels open. It's like I said, for a while there, the French were like, number one horror import exporters. Like I own like not too recent, but like mid 2000, like a lot of French horror movies came out. Frontiers, Inside, like Martyrs. All movies you should definitely recommend. I definitely recommend and should definitely check out. But this one kind of set the bar, and I had no idea the French were just. I mean, I knew the French were talented, but damn, and yeah, it was just awesome. It was a really, really fun movie. But I'll tell you what really threw me for a loop was the twist, and I want to say it. Oh, I want to say it so bad, but I don't want to ruin it either. Let's just say all is not what it seems. There isn't no weird conspiracy going on, but it's let's see, how can I say without spoiling it? Someone isn't who they're saying they are, or not at all. If that makes any sense. There's a huge twist. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. There's a huge twist at the end of this movie, and it's like, huh? So if you've seen it for the first time, like I did, I was like, what? It was awesome. Like I said, nothing wrong with this film. I love indie horror movies. I love foreign films, and this one, another one that just kind of was very fulfilling and violent and gory, and I recommend it 100%. Like I said, it's been out since 2003, and yeah, I'm sure it's available anywhere. I know it's dubbed, but I'm like a completist. I gotta see it in its full entirety. So, yeah, I watched the I guess like the uncut French version. I don't mind subtitles, which I'm sure a lot of you don't care either. But like I said, it was great. It was a good addition to the slasher film, and definitely stand on its own. I highly recommend it. It's called High Tension, and yeah, if you like your slasher movies foreign, it's right up your alley. And that's it. So yeah, I did mention in a previous video Adam Green's Hatchet, which is another great film. I don't want to dive too deep into it because I just want to focus on these two. But that's another little shout out there, a movie I recommend too. Hatchet from Adam Green. It's a campy comedy horror, you know, slasher film that takes place in the swamps of Louisiana, and Jason, the guy who plays Jason, from some of the Friday the 13th, Kane Hodder plays the killer in that one, Victor Crowley. So yeah, I'll leave a link for that too. But guys, I wouldn't stare you wrong. I know my horror films. I know my slasher films. Yeah, definitely High Tension and Laid to Rest. If you want, to take a trip in the past a little bit, not too in the past, but long enough for people to probably overlook these films. Definitely highly recommend it. Check them out, and yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you all are fine, healthy, and staying safe. See you all very, very soon. Peace.